All right. Well, we should be good to go. I guess we will find out. Give it a couple minutes here to catch up. Welcome, everybody. If the stream is going, I do appreciate you. There's probably no one watching currently, but if you happen to see this in the future, I do appreciate everyone coming out to watch. All right, looks like I verified my YouTube account for the second time, even though I did it a couple days ago. We'll see there. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream on there, but we will see if Twitch and D Live are working, because those are the major two that I'm worried about. No spades, hopefully. Flopped a set, that sucks. Yeah, and that's how you get knocked out. That happened pretty quick there. That's unfortunate. I will not be rebuying. We have quite a few chances here this week to be able to get into that tournament. Okay. Take a look here and see what's coming up now. Looks like we have a couple tournaments coming up in about an hour. I've already got a ticket to one of them, so we will not be playing that. For now, these two should work. Little hasty there with the flush board and the king queen, but these things happen. Looks like I'll know here in about 5 seconds whether or not my streams are going. All right, looks like it is. Check D Live here. Oh, it looks like I'm live on D Live as well. Wonderful. Sounds like the clicking King Queen here. I'm not really a big fan. Got a early raiser. I will be playing this hand though. Alright. Well, we should be good to go. I guess we will find out. Give it a couple minutes here to catch up. Welcome everybody. If the stream is going, I do appreciate you. There's probably no one watching currently, but if you happen to see this in the future. Was a bad card for me. Didn't make a difference. Alright, looks like everything's going well here. We'll be closing this, focusing on these two tables, and we'll get some music going. Hopefully two pair is good here. Obviously it's not. It will be rebuy. Well, I might not be rebuying. It's 2,500 I believe to rebuy, so it's going to be expensive. I guess I still have some chips, but we'll take a look. Yeah, rebuys are expensive. We will consider it. That would be a fairly large tournament. That is a satellite for a 25,000 CHP deep space PLO tournament. Obviously, we'll just hope for the best here. I do have only 7 players. It pays out. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, that is. It does pay out 4, and there are 7 players left. So obviously, it's only going to cost me 2,500 to rebuy and 2,500 for an add-on if it gets to that. So I do think that my money is probably good here because I'm getting 5-1 on the payouts. So I will be rebuying and adding on if necessary. We'll go ahead and go with this hand just to see what happens. Not going to hate a rebuy here. That's obviously not great. I guess I can check. There's really no point to it. Either way, the money's going in. I could bet, but he's never folding, so it really doesn't matter. Alright, what did I need to do? I needed to sign in to my YouTube, to my Google channel. Oh, I wanted to play some music, now I remember. So obviously my M is extremely low here. I'm going to have to shove the next couple hands. Need to pay just a little bit more attention. I don't even know what the previous hands I had were. But shoving is obviously going to be one of my best moves. So, not sure if I should do that now. I mean, I maybe should. Go ahead and give it a shot, see what happens. See if we can get a little squeeze here, or at least have good odds. Nope, terrible odds. Let's chop it. Let's chop it. Nope, I lose. So that was a risky play there. I kind of blinded out. I wasn't paying too much attention. That was pretty terrible, honestly. That could have been an easy entry for this tournament. All right, so we'll focus on this. Go ahead and bump it up here. Get rid of the dead tournament. And focus on the PLO. Well, that's obviously bad. But there's nothing really I can do about it. Did win the side pot, so I guess that works. And we're down to 6. We need 2 more knockouts. That shouldn't be too hard to make happen. Do have 2 short stacks. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing some music so it's not just completely dead space. We're going to go and look at my buddy's YouTube channel here. That is Seek Freak, S-E-Q-F-R-E-Q. Been doing music for a long time. I certainly enjoy it. We'll play something old. He produced this in 2006. This would be a really good win here if we can get it. Probably should have raised there. I actually was a little confused about what I had. I got to pay a little bit more attention. Too many nuts and bolts going on. I haven't been really focusing. But it's alright. Looks like we have another entrant. Still have 31 minutes of late reg, so I guess it's not going to make too much of a difference. Definitely be more people entering in. We could have gotten down to 5. That would have been great. So I don't have much to say about PLO. It's a dirty, dirty game. Pretty much had him pretty far behind there. But I've been trying to be a little bit more aggressive recently, now that I'm starting to understand how PLO works. So I will be trying to do that over this this tournament here. Looks like we have a gut shot, backdoor flush draw, some overs. Nothing really that great. I think I'll let him have this one. All right, so that is a big hand. We will play this. Go ahead and bump it up a little bit. No one wants to play. Guess I cannot see the chat. That would probably be smart if I pulled that up. Even though there's likely no one here. All right, if anyone's out there, go ahead and say hello in the chat. I don't know if it's just me watching or if there is someone else, but feel free to say hello. All right, aces. Let's go ahead and overplay this just for fun. Do have the ace 3 flush draw. Ace 3-6 is not great. All right, nut flush draw, over pair. decent board. We'll be shoving that. There we go. Turn the nut flush draw. He did have some outs there with the straight, but yo, doctor. So Dr. Mason here did hit me up after my first stream. I know he had streamed before. Consider playing a few cash tables, but I'm not the largest fan of cash. I do much prefer tournaments. My results have been really much better in tournaments than cash. I like to play cash at the casino, but online it's not really something that I find enjoyable. It's just a constant rebuying. Talking to Dr. Mason now here. He's distracting me. Nut flush draw, overpair. Say hello in the chat. I don't know if it's just me watching or if there's someone else. Say hello. All right, Mason, what you got? Not enough, my brother, not enough. You gonna rebuy again? It's gonna get expensive. All right, 5-minute break. I will be back here in a moment. Enjoy the stylings of Seek Freak. All right, we're back, folks. Dr. Mason over here, he's been banned from the chat. He had a little too much to say, so he won't be responding to my chats, although I am talking to him in the DMs. This would be a good tournament for me to win. I've been satelliting into this tournament for the past like 3 weeks, and I haven't had good results from it, so hopefully this week will be a little bit better. I'm really starting to get my PLO game up. I've focused on Texas Hold'em for a number of years, and always been just a little bit scared of PLO, but I'm starting to get the hang of it, I believe. Tony G definitely gave me a crash course in it when I played him a couple weeks ago, and he knocked me out with a worse hand, so it can only get better, I guess. This hand is going to go terribly for me. I can essentially only bluff at it. But PLO bluffs just never work, so I don't know why I even try. I basically can beat any hands here, so I'm not even going to try to bluff. I'm going to check the music level over here on the stream, since I know we're on break and I wasn't talking. That's about right. That's fine. Now, I do like this hand. I like those suited connectors there. This isn't a great hand, but I am going to keep trying to apply some pressure. If you're in the chat, feel free to say something. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking. Would like to get some interaction with the viewers here. Let me know if there's any problems with the audio. I did have some problems last time, so I'm hoping this is fixed and everything is working out a little bit more smooth. Now, I don't really like this hand, but I am going to try to stay a little bit aggressive here. Basically just a gut shot. See if he hit anything on here. If he did, I'm done basically without the 10. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Do have a pair of queens, but PLO, that's not very much. If he bets here, I can't really beat anything. I'm just going to let it go. I could call there with getting really good odds, but PLO. All right, I will go with this one. I'm going to keep the aggression up. I don't want to lose all my chips, but I do want to stay aggressive. I have a feeling I'm going to get some playback from the doctor. You may be watching and hearing that I'm trying to be aggressive and try to play back at me. All right, so far so good. It's not a great hand, but I do have a couple decent draws here. I don't know if they're that good, though. Oh, doctor. What do we got here? Not ideal. Nope, not ideal. Definitely getting expensive for doctor over here. I'll be surprised if he rebought again. The odds are really good, but... Oh, he's still got some chips. See if we can take him from him. Yep. Nope. Yes. Yes, we can. My apologies, doctor. I know he's not going to be happy about that. Oh, he did rebuy. He did rebuy. Alright, so I really don't like this hand. It does have a draw to a couple of strong hands, but that's not going to happen very likely. So normally I'm just going to be calling here and seeing a flop and hoping for the best, but there's not really much I can do here without a set of fours or a flush draw that includes an ace or a king. Alright, doctor, what do you want to do here? Don't get crazy now. Now, see, there's no draws, really. I kind of just want to let him bluff at it and call and hope that in the end I have the best hand. See, so that's what I was hoping for. All right, thank you. Sunshine. I appreciate that. All right, looks like we have 8 players. I will be raising this one. I'm going to go ahead and check. I need to get that tournament lobby up so you guys can see it, but we have about 3 more minutes of late regs. We have 8 players, 4 tickets for the Deep Space 25,000 CHP tournament. Obviously some really good value there, considering it's $250 to buy in and $2,500 to rebuy. I have 1 rebuy, so I'm in for $2,750. We may get to the add-ons. We probably will, so that'll be about $5K to win that 25,000 seat, which is pretty good considering I have. Oh, there's 1 more player, so we have 9 players now, but basically a 50% chance to get a seat, and I'm only in for 5,000. It's 25,000 seats, so I definitely feel pretty good about it. I probably will have another couple tournaments up here on the stream. I kind of like this hand, but I already have a couple of the satellite seats for the upcoming tournaments, so there's not a lot going on right now, but it will start to pick up over the next couple hours. So it looks like we do have that seat I was talking about coming up in 18 minutes. Well, this is terrible. I am in position. I can make 1 bluff at it, but that is really bad for me. Go ahead and register to a few more tournaments coming up here. Alright, so now I definitely have some outs. Definitely have some outs. That was not one of them. Yeah, that was not one of them. Had some really good outs there. Alright, let's overplay aces. Let's go. Alright, 10 players. So we've got a couple of late regs here. Mr. Chaos over here is going to be pretty aggressive. We got about 1 more minute for late regs. All right, here we go. Chaos set down, set out. All right, this is a good drawing hand. We'll see what the flop looks like. All right, not great. Not great at all. Looking for that middle ground. You guys can have this one. You guys can have this one. get some more music going here. Probably have to choose a couple different songs because I don't have a lot to work with yet. I'll let them have that. I do have a draw to the nuts, but it's not that great. I don't really like this hand either. I've been trying to choose my starting hands in PLO a lot more conservatively, but at the same time, I used to put a lot of values on flush draws, but I assume I've been hearing it's not the best, so it's not what I'm focusing on right now. Okay, so I do have a partial wrap here. It did not work out. I do like this hand a lot. Let's go with it. See what happens. Two flush draws. Got a top semi-wrap and a bottom connector, so not too bad. Love to see some clubs. Love to see some Broadway cards. Well, that's not great. I'm not sure I want to keep betting here just to inflate the pot. I kind of want to see one more card. Bad card. Bad card. I don't know if anybody has anything, though. We'll see if he bets here. I kind of have to bet now just to try to protect, but there's a lot of money in the pot. See, that's bad. There's no way I'm winning this hand. I guess it's time for a bet. Could have bet the turn. Definitely got to bet the river. There's really no chance for me to win. There's a good chance I'm going to get a call, but sometimes you just got to put it in a bet. Yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. All right. I'm not sure how to play these hands. I'm going to let that go. I could definitely make a raise there, but it seems more like a drawing hand to me, and I don't want to get into a large pot. I'm really just trying to play it cool now. I'm in second out of 9. It pays 4. And I do believe we are getting to the end of the rebuys here soon, so there will be an add-on. I believe it is another at 2 levels from now, so it's going to happen pretty soon. I kind of like drawing here. I mean, that's not bad. I do have an open, and he doesn't have any chips left, so I guess I'm going to have to call. And I hit it. That'll work. I guess I should have known how many chips he had when I called, because it would have probably made me fold, but I guess I will take that. I got to pay a little bit more attention here. I'm kind of all over the place. That would have been a good flop for me. Easily gonna get clapped by a larger ace, so it's not ideal. Now I have a full house, so obviously that would have worked out, barring an ace 8. Now I have an ace 5. That would have been perfect. All right, so it looks like we are now about to enter into the final rebuy level. So that will make it a little bit easier to tell where everyone's at, because a lot of people are going to be rebuying here. Here's Dr. Mason with the all-in. I believe he did tell me this might be his last rebuy. No spoilers. But we will see. Had the better hand. Didn't have the better hand. Had the better draw. And that should be it for Doctor. Alright, so we are down to 9 players. Basically in the middle of the pack, I'm assuming. Yep, we are entering into the final rebuy level here, and it looks like the average chip stack is 18,000, so we are a bit above that. It's going to definitely be expensive to play any hands at this point, so I will be being extremely careful, but I don't want to just get complacent and end up losing 1,500 per 4 hands, so I will be trying to make some moves here. I'm out of position with this one. I'm just going to call. If he raises, I'll probably call as well, but I'm not feeling great about the spot. I am feeling better about it now. I do have the flush draw. I have a pair of 4s. I'm going to try to keep the pot small. If he bets here, I might have to call. Still a pair of 4s, and the board is extremely rough. So unless he probably would have bet if he had something already. So I am going to take a stab at this. I don't think the 4s are going to hold. If he calls, we're dead for sure. he raises, we're dead for sure. So be it. It's a pretty good hand. King 10 10 8 single suited with the flush draw there with the spades. Oh no, that's not ideal. I can't really call here. That's a pretty massive bet. So it looks like I'm doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do, which is lose a decent amount of my chips before we get to the add-on here. But I guess it really doesn't make too much of a difference because we will be adding on, I believe it's 30,000 chips here in about 3 minutes. So I'm just going to cool down and wait for that add-on, and then we can really start to play. Alright, looks like we have another tournament here, the satellite to the Quasar. We'll put that up on screen. Alright, so we do have 2 tournaments going here. Satellite to the Quasar. That is a 2,500 CHP buy-in. Looks like we've got a pot bet here. All I have is 7s, no draws. I will be folding. Looks like we've got about 40 seconds left until we reach the final rebuy level. I am receiving a phone call. I'll probably answer it, but I won't be long. Yes? Yeah, I'm currently streaming. What's good? No. And that's the end of that phone call, full. There's nothing to talk about. Alright, so we're on the add-on here. Another 2,500 CHP to add on. Again, that is roughly $12. So we are playing a $12 tournament with a $12 add-on. And the prize is a 25,000 CHP, which is roughly $125 in a ticket for this Saturday. Like I said before, I've satellited into this tournament for about the past 3 weeks and not had any good results, so hopefully it will go better for me this time if I can go ahead and close out this satellite ticket. I could probably pull up the tournament lobbies over here on the side for everyone if they would like to see that. Pretty straightforward there, King 10. See if I can get this up for everybody. All right, I'm not sure how that looks, but that is the lobby for the tournament here. All right, now we actually have the big bucks, so everyone got some more chips here. It'll be easier to work, but we are no longer doing rebuys. There's 8 players. I am in 4th, right in the middle of the pack. So I have an even chance of taking this one down. It looks like if I close that, it will disappear, so we'll keep it up. All right. So looks like we're in first, but that doesn't mean much over here on the Quasar. I'm gonna let him have it. I normally would defend there, but I'm not really trying to bother with that right now. Oh, looks like I had to restart some music. I don't know how long that's been off. All right, 7-8, ace deuce. I do have a flush draw. It's not the nut flush draw. Getting a very small amount here. Do have an open-ended straight draw. As long as it doesn't get terribly expensive, we can try to play this. It's pretty expensive. Do have a backdoor straight flush draw, but it's not worth it at this point. This isn't a tournament where I have to win. I just have to place in the top 4. So I will be considerably conservative with my play, just to make sure that I don't make any risky mistakes that aren't required to be able to get myself in the top 4. That was a bad call. I was not paying attention to the amount of chips I had. I am in position. Nope, it was a bad call. Oh, he's all in. Oh, and he only has 300 left. Got myself in a terrible spot here. See if I can push him out. He's definitely going to call. Hearts for the win? Nope. I lose. That was a bad move. Aces. Nothing but. We do have the spades. It's not a great hand. Really just hoping no one plays against me right now. It's kind of hard to just fold it outright on the button, but it is not a great hand at all. Alright, that works. We'll take that. With these satellites, we start with a very small amount of chips, so there's a decent amount of aggression early. I prefer to run up a stack without having to rebuy, but the rebuys aren't terribly expensive. For this one, it's not great, but the idea is to hopefully take advantage of the fact that there are weaker people in this field, and we can try to run a stack up without having to rebuy. It makes the equity a lot better. Alright, so I did flop a straight. It is the bottom end, so it's not ideal. Everyone checked, so it's a limp pot. Everyone limped, I guess I should say, but we do have the backdoor clubs. We do have the 10 to give me the nut straight, so that's a really good blocker there. Alright, we'll take it. Kings, queen, 4. That's a... I'll call to see a flop on that. I'm not trying to get re-raise here, have an ace come out, or even inflate a pot that isn't... You know, kings play, in my experience, pretty weak after the flop, so... Well, there's the diamonds, so let's see what'll happen here. I do have a pair of 4s as well. Now I have top 2 pair, essentially. Pretty close. Kings and 3s. Keep the pot. Still have the keep the pot controlled. Still have the diamond blockers. And here's the ace. Wonderful card. Gotta love it. When he bets here, it's like there's not really anything I can beat. Missed my diamonds. The king might have been good, but now that there's an ace on the board, that's all that it takes to beat me. Yeah. And he did have a 3. So my diamonds were good. Oh no, he had a full house, didn't he? 3-4. So I was dead. That was not great. Top pair, top kicker, diamond redraw, backdoor straight draw, He could easily have a better hand than me. Not a great card on the turn. Now I have 2 pair. That's a very good check call hand. Wonderful, wonderful. So 6 players. Pays the top 4. We just need 2 players to go out. Looks like we got a couple big hands here. My buddy Bush over here is about the same as I am. Professor Chaos, Ron, is the short stack. So it's a couple of us have to go, but hopefully it's not me. Ace Jack 4-4 with the nut ace flush draw. That is not bad. I'd say it's worth a raise on the button. You'll notice that a lot of my Omaha commentating is not nearly as good as my Hold'em commentating, because I've been playing Hold'em for a lot longer, and as far as Omaha goes, I'm really starting to figure it out. I'm not terribly understanding of how these things work. So I'm going to make a continuation bet here. I don't think it'll work. I have no idea if it'll work, but I have no choice, and I'm going to hope for a diamond on the turn, or some sort of a straight card like a deuce. See, that definitely doesn't work. That is his. I could have checked behind and hoped to hit a card. That might have been a good strategy. It's hard to say. Now, I do like this hand. Queen, Jack, Jack, 10 with a flush draw. Pretty much any hand that I play at this point is going to be for my entire stack, so I do have to be careful, but I cannot just blind away with the sizes of these blinds. Alright, that works for me. I like this hand too. And it's the short stack. So I'm going to raise again, but I'm not going to get crazy if someone else challenges me. I probably will call his all in if he makes it, which he did not. Now, I was not paying attention again. I should have shoved if I was going to raise there. I do like King 10-9-9 with the single suit there. That's not bad at all. You got the semi-wrap, and obviously I'm good here with the ace jack, so I will be calling that. Unless he has something ridiculous. He does not. Now that I've raised 3 hands in a row, I do have to be careful because they're going to start to not respect my raise, so I am going to slow down for the next few hands, even with a decent hand. Let me check the chat, see if anybody's in here. Nobody on D Live. It looks like I'm the only one watching, but you can check me out on D Live. And it does look like I'm the only one watching on Twitch as well, so I guess it's just me and me, but we'll have that. I'm just trying to play the poker. I assume people will start to file in over the course of time, but for now, it's just me talking. I'll probably talk less about poker once people start to talk to me in the chat, give me something to talk about. Obviously, I could talk about the number of things that are going on in the world right now. Coronavirus is making Americans shit themselves, and thankfully they have enough toilet paper to take care of that. But on a general basis, it's nothing but panic. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm self-isolating here on the internet. So that was just a simple bluff. He didn't show anything towards it, so I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try. All right, this is a pretty good hand. Ace, Jack, Jack, 8, single suited. Not the nut flush draw, but it's not bad. Not going to be able to play terribly well against a re-raise, but it is a good hand. And I will take the blinds. My goal here is just to survive until Professor Chaos, Bush, or Ron get knocked out, and hope that I'm not the one who goes next, because we do only have 4 players left. If you can see here, or 6 players left, 4 places paid, because this is a satellite. As you can see over here on the side, we do have 4 entries into a larger tournament. We are down to the final 6 of the original 14, so we are in 4th, which means technically we should get a ticket if we can go ahead and last 2 more players. We're in 3rd technically, actually, now with that hand. But either way, me and Kneebush have the same amount of chips. I like this hand. I don't know if I like it. Okay, I like it that much. That's enough. I don't like this hand. See, I used to get enamored by the fact that I have double suited, but when you really break it down, you have Jack, 3, 3 deuce, and unless you get a flop that includes Ace, 4, 5, or 2 hearts that Ace, King, something, it's really not that great. It seems to me that the straight component is actually much more beneficial, like we have here. King, Jack, 10, 9 with the Jack, 10 of spades. I do like that hand a little bit more. A lot more. I don't like it that much. I think at this point I'm going to let them play it out. I could call there on the button, but 10,000 is 1/5 of my chips, and I'm not really trying to enter a pot unless I have to, because right now it only costs me 4,500 per round, so I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. Looks like we have 5 more minutes until the break. Over here on the Quasar tournament, we do have 10 players. We are currently in 7th, and there are 4 tickets to that tournament. Looks like we might be, with this ace-queen, getting into a pretty large hand if someone wants to raise. I'll probably re-raise. I will. So far, so good. And he hit the jack on the river, obviously. Don't you love it? All right, so should I rebuy? I'll rebuy just for the stream. Make sure we still have 2 going, but I was way ahead there. He had 6 outs. That's about 12%. Obviously now I have 10,000 chips, so it's going to be a little bit easier to play. Started with 2,000, got up to 36, and got knocked out on a suck out. So it's going to be a little bit easier for me to open up my range now. All right, here we go. Looks like somebody might get knocked out here. I am going to raise this deuce 7. If you saw the last stream, this is my favorite hand, and I do like to play it. All right, there we go. Sucked out on the river. Nabush did get that knockout, so now we have one more to go. Hopefully it is Professor Chaos. Now I am in 4th out of 5th. Oh, and of course we get the shove. And now I have to think about it again. I got 2 to 1. Kind of want to do it just for the stream. Deuce 7, let's go. Deuce 7. There's the 7. No, we missed. That was a little bit risky, obviously. Trying to go for the memes a little bit on that one. Pretty good odds, really, when you look at the standard money. But definitely risky there. All right, looks like I'm going to take my break just a little bit early here. Looks like we've got about 54 seconds left until the break. Ace, King, 4-3. Not sure I'm feeling it. We're getting really pricey now, 6,000 per round. I don't think I really want to make a move here. Oh, what happened here? We get a double up again or just a large pot? Okay, that works for me. I'll play it. I'll play the ace 8. Check, come on. Nope, that's all you, brother. Alright, we're on break. Listen to the stylings of Seek Freak. Start the song over just for you guys. Sunbeam, Seek Freak. Check him out on YouTube. Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's one of the last places I would want to be is Vegas right now. Yeah, they already shut down all the casinos. Or not all of them, some of them. The Venetian is still doing three-handed. Yeah. Trying to add these tables. I'm doing 4 tables on stream. Well, looks like I got knocked out of that tournament. I didn't see how it happened, but I got knocked out. Trying to add these other tournaments. Well, yes, the entire world is being shut down. All right, here we go, fellas. We're on the bubble. Ace, Queen, Jack, 3. Is it worth a call for all in at this point? I don't know if it is. I'm going to let it go. What are you saying? No, I was 3 suited. But I'm on the bubble. It pays 4 tickets, and I'm on the bubble, and there's 5 players. So I have to be a little bit careful. I don't want to make a mistake and put it all in with one hand when I know I can grind out a for quite a while here. It was worth the raise. It was small blind versus big, so. Three jacks, terrible. Yeah, of course. No, but I'm assuming my brother has. Why would I go there? I don't need reason to go to Walmart. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm getting myself into trouble. Yeah, I'm going to have to fold this even though I have a massive wrap. I'm now in a bad spot. Alright, finally got the tables up on the stream. I'm going to have to choose a hand here soon. Apparently it's this one. If I bubble this, I'll be extremely unhappy.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not in the former Yugoslav.
Yeah, I would say so.
That place is probably fucked right now.
A lot of places aren't doing very well right now.
I'm feeling pretty good here.
I mean, I feel fine, just based on my specific living arrangement.
Mine as well.
Like, thankfully I can make money here on CoinPoker. Shout out to CoinPoker. Follow my link in the top left of the stream to start playing yourself. Be able to make some money while everyone is sitting at home. So I'm currently streaming on D Live, on Twitch, and on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to do YouTube, but for some reason they prevented me from streaming, even though I signed up a couple days ago to be able to do so.
I think you have done so many videos.
No, it takes like it takes 24 hours for them to allow you to live stream, and I did it 2 days ago, and then they made me reconfirm, so.
Gotcha.
I don't know why, but I'm definitely going to end up losing if I don't make a move here.
Holy shit, dude. France is going on lockdown, and 100,000 officers will be deployed to enforce it.
Sure.
No French company, whatever its size, will be exposed to the risk of collapse.
Looks like this is the hand, people. All in. Hope the aces hold. Don't do it to me, Bush. You always do this shit to me. Why do you always do this to me, Bush?
I like Bush.
No, it's Nay Bush. This player that I always play against. Double up. We'll take that double up. Now Professor Chaos or Nay Bush are the ones we want to go.
You should start making some in the butt jokes, Professor Chaos.
Which jokes?
In the butt.
I don't get it. Oh, with the queen on the river, we will take that.
Because that Butter's super carries your name?
Professor Chaos?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's his little avatar.
Yeah. So you should make in the butt jokes in the episode. Where Butters does the viral.
Ooh, this is tough. Ace, Jack, Jack 5. With an all-in from Bush.
We got Jack 5, so fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna let it go just because it's I'm not trying to. I don't have the most chips, so I would hope someone else knocks these guys out instead of me. I just want to survive, but now I'm in a worse spot now, so.
That's how I feel about the coronavirus.
I'm playing extremely conservatively. I could have raised there. Oh my gosh, I definitely have to raise this hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
All right, that will work. That will work. Gotta start paying attention, people. That's a big hand, too. Ace, King, Jack, 4, double suited. We'll see if I get knocked out here. I definitely want to keep putting pressure on these guys, even though I am in the same position. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. I don't really have a choice, though. I do have top pair. I might lose. This is going to be terrible. 66%. 0%. I was ahead. I was ahead, you guys. I was ahead. Oh. It's brutal. That is brutal. I took a risk. Had a good chance. What can you do? Guess I'll try again tomorrow. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Fuck. Well, shit. That's unfortunate. I can't just sit there complacently. I did have a good hand. I could just fold, obviously, if I want to just be extremely safe, but I was 66% favored, so... And then 80% favored, but... What are you going to do? I mean, that's just part of the process, I guess. Part of the process. It's a shame. That would have been a massive win, too. That would have been a massive win. All right, back at it. We got to keep playing. We didn't get that ticket even though we should have. It's unfortunate. That would have been pretty massive for the bankroll there. That would have been nice. All right, back to starting point here. Now we both have 2 knockout tournaments. I might go ahead and pull up the hand here, take a look at it, so you guys can see how the hand replay works. We'll take a look at this. Do have 5s over here. Oh, 6s? No, 5s. All right. And 6s over here. So I'm not sure why you cannot see the hand. You should be able to see the previous hand, which you're stuck on the visualize screen for some reason. so I can't really show it to you, but looks like he did call with the nut flush draw. I did have the best hand at the time. It's unfortunate. Oh, it's a different, I see. So I can pull it up for you. It's a different window. Go ahead and get rid of that. Go ahead and call, let's get crazy. Let's tilt a little bit, huh? How's that sound? And then we will pull up the, ooh, that's perfect. We will pull up the hands. Check. Doesn't look like I can find it. All right, perfect. Now I guess we'll check here and see if he does anything with it. No, he didn't. It's unfortunate. I'll have to see if I can pull up the hand history for you guys because it doesn't look like I currently can. I did try. All right, we did not hit, but we do have outs. We will bet. Got to be pretty aggressive in these knockout tournaments because obviously a lot of the money is reliant upon the knockouts. So go ahead and pull up on the bottom here how many players are left. Play some music. Oh, I just had an idea. I did not realize that I could plug into my mic and check the audio. That's probably a really good idea. We'll give that a try here in a minute. Alright, if you're in the chat, let me know. I'm just going to keep talking about other stuff until someone says something to me, so feel free to reach out. Losing 1.2 of my frames, that's not ideal. Oh, now it shows up on the screen, huh? I'll have to get rid of this. Alright, hopefully that'll work a little bit better for you guys. I know we're losing a decent amount of frames, but we'll see if that continues. I'm going to give the stream a check here. Alright, we did not hit, but we do have outs. We will bet. Gotta be pretty aggressive. A lot of the money is reliant. Sounds decent. Alright, let's try to get the energy up, huh? Try to make some moves here. Alright, that wasn't what I was looking for. I kind of feeling saucy. This guy's a little bit crazy. We do get a knockout bonus if we knock him out. Oof, not great. Hearts or an ace. Nope, we missed it. Alright, and that's how you donk off a few chips there. Even though he's extremely aggressive as a player, it probably wasn't smart for me to call there. I did make a little bit of a rash decision. Well, this is unfortunate, but I will call. Did have him completely beat there, so I had to make that call. Aces on the knockout table. Let's see if we can get somebody with it. Got a couple limps. I'm not going to go with a small raise because I definitely want to get some money and knock some people out. I'm probably just going to fold. Oh, maybe not. I could play coy here. I might do that. Let's try it. See how it works. Queen 10 here. I'm going to go ahead and just make a raid and see if I can get back to a stack that's worth it. Okay, now we got a little bit of action going here. I'm going to call that. I'm going to check behind this just to do the same thing. Didn't bet, so I'm going to bet. Full house. Nuts. Thank you, sir. All right. So we're back in this one over here. If you're making that mistake, we are still in the middle of the pack. We'll pay 2 on this one and 3 on the knockout 8K. Ace Jack, that's a raise. Ace Jack, very good here. I got the Jack blocker, so I think I'll check and give him a chance to bluff. We'll be betting the turn just to make sure I get some value. Two pair, I will be betting that for some value. King 10. Go ahead and run a bluff here. No, I won't. It's all you, buddy. So we are in a good spot over here. We do have one knockout. And over here on the 20K, we are still struggling. I feel like calling this because I kind of like the hand. I feel like we're good. I'm going to check behind. And I think we'll be able to take this down. Wonderful. I'm going to check behind this just to do the same thing. Didn't bet, so I'm going to bet. Full house. Kings, baby. All right, so starting to hit a lull here. Obviously, these tournaments aren't as interesting as the ones that I did this weekend, but still need to have the same sort of energy for them. This is the grind to the world, the crypto series of poker here coming up this next week, where Tony G will be doing the main event. There is, well, this is interesting. I might be getting the odds. It's hard to say. Do I feel like I have a better hand than him, and is this a flip? And if so, do I want to play it? He's going to be shoving light a lot. I know this guy. Ace deuce would be great. Sixes. Yeah, and I'm dead. And I'm dead. We basically have the same hand there. It's kind of hard to predict. He could easily have fours. And we're out. Go ahead and adjust the stream for you guys. All right, here we go. Focus on one tournament for now. We do have a couple more coming up. I believe the Satellite to the Hubble Bubble is coming up in 52 minutes. We do also have the CSOP event 13, which I believe, no, I do not have a ticket to yet, so we will be playing that as well. Quasar, which we did not win a ticket to, we'll play that too. Obviously can't win there. All right, you guys, second out of 10. We pay 4 on this one, but obviously the bounties are extremely important. I do have 1 knockout, so that would be about half a buy-in there. But we do want to try to knock some other people out. If we're not aggressive, we're just going to end up towards the end and not making a lot of money. 50% of the money on this tournament goes to bounties, so we do want to stay aggressive. I'm going to defend here. I'm going to try to run a bluff, probably. He would bet an ace or a jack. Essentially, queen high is good unless he has a king. I'm going to check the river. I'm going to call. Of course, he hit a jack. He basically got nothing from me, so I'm fine with that. He could have got a lot more. Whoo, I'm getting tired. I need to eat some food. All right, king 9. Let's go. King 9, let's go. Not ideal. King high could be good here. Could be calling with diamonds. If he has 3 or 4, he probably shouldn't bet here. The only hand, there's really no reason for him to bet. Deuces, that'll work too. That'll work too. King high might be good here. Could be trying to trap an ace. It's hard to say. Kind of want to call and see what he does on the river. If he bets here, he definitely has an ace. Definitely has an ace. Could have a flush draw, but he definitely has an ace. I kind of want to see it. Oh, very, very slick of you, huh? Yeah, wow. It's almost like I didn't know. I'm fine with that. That's very slick. Check the flop, bet the turn, bet the river, the ace only. Yeah, yeah. Super slick. I guess if we run out of a tournament to play, that would be the end of the stream for now. I do have some tournaments coming up here in the next 40 minutes to an hour and a half. So if I get knocked out of this, I will probably take a break and then come back on stream here in a little while. Getting a little hungry now, so I'll probably make some food. Alright, Queen 10 deuce. Got a half pot bet here. In position, pre-flop razor. Got a call. It's a jack of diamonds, action card. See if he makes another bet here. He does. Got a call as well. Now we have a 4-card straight on the board. Be a great time for Convefe to shove. Check call doesn't work a lot, but if he's got it, chop. No, he's got the ace king. That's brutal. Brutal. I'm just going to fold the ace-5. I don't even want to play it. I'd rather get saucy with some other types of hands. That one really isn't doing it for me. If I get raised, I'm getting a bad spot. I'd rather just I'd rather a 9-8 or something, just something to work with. Five deuce. Yeah. Obviously, I can't do anything here. I'm actually just gonna fold. I consider this one of the strongest plays in the book. Is just open folding. He wants to limp on my blind and not do anything about it. I want to let him know that I'm going to be coming at him with a much stronger hand here soon. If he wants my blind, he can have it. He should have taken it instead of just letting me give it to him. But if he wants it, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to do it this time just because I didn't do it the last time, and I do have to keep my range varied because at this point I'm not raising anything and I need to steal some chips or at least try. That will work. Seven, 8. Will he give it to me? What's going on? Looks like we have about 2 minutes until the break here. We are 6th out of 8. It pays 4, so we're about halfway through the field. Although a lot of the money is in the knockouts, so we are not doing that great. There are multiple knockouts, and we have 1. So we do want to start to get aggressive here if we can get a chip stack, so we can knock some people out. Even first place in this tournament is only 1600 CHP. The buy-in was 500, so you're only talking about 3x your buy-in for the first place, but there's so much money in the knockouts, which we've lost, I believe. Started with 18 players, so we've lost 10 so far. Those are all half of the money that is involved in the tournament, so having one of those isn't really gonna help get any money from this. Now I'm gonna get crazy right here. I just want to do it. I can't just keep folding. If someone calls and I flop a really nice, flop 8, 7, 8 or 2 5s or anything that is interesting. That works. Unless he has a queen, I'm pretty much good here. So yeah, I'll take that. I will take that. 5-minute break. So please listen to, I'm going to go ahead and change the music real quick. I'm going to give you some Seek Freak, Seqfreq, good friend of mine. We'll go ahead and play a video of his from YouTube. Own devices. Enjoy. Now, we were just listening to that. Let's go back and do something else. Let's play one of his other songs. Let's do Gravity Groove. Yes, a Republican. Not normal. Yeah, it's talking about giving everyone $1,000 a month, or not a month, but $1,000. Where's Andrew Yang when you need him? Yeah, I know. You should have watched the debate last night. It was terrible. He was a bumbling fool. He lied consistently. Bernie Sanders basically swept the floor with him. And then when I talked to someone today who was an Elizabeth Warren supporter, apparently someone who should be progressive and thought that she should endorse Bernie, was like, oh, I hope she gets the VP ticket. It's like, yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, we are 100% fucked. And then I told him I will consider voting for Trump. No, it's quite terrible, honestly. Of course, I would never vote for Biden. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And he wants to be like, oh, like I was on your side, man. I was gonna vote blue if Bernie got elected, and now I'm gonna cancel your vote out because you guys decided to go along this route. I hope you enjoy it because I won't. It's honestly extremely pathetic, and it's kind of interesting to watch. Like instead of watching the debate, which my mother has been watching recently, they decided to watch American Idol, and I was like, "You guys, the presidential debate is on. Like, why aren't you watching that?" And they were like, "Oh, we just want to be entertained. We want to like get away from it all." It's like, "Oh, okay. Now I understand why the world is fucked." I'm trying to vote for my the next American Idol. I'm not trying to vote for the president of the United States. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, the whole thing. Worldwide. Well, yeah, it's I think it's starting to get to the point where like the rich people, the people who are in power, have gotten so greedy and gluttonous that they don't realize how terrible it's going to get if we all fail. They need us to continue sucking at the teat, or else the whole thing will go down. Well, yeah, that's the problem with the way America works is even if they did pass, like, you know, Mitch McConnell's not gonna fucking pass a Mitt Romney $1,000 for everybody bill. They might want it to fail. Also, probably true.
Like, they have reached the prime of their years. They think they have the wisdom of old people, but they've actually lived in like one of the only periods of like unchanging prosperity and peace. It's not like his parents having seen the depression and the war and like you don't have that shit anymore. So everyone fucking hates the baby boomers because they act like they have all this old wisdom, but it's like, yo, you guys have pretty fucking easy, guys.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, you don't have the wisdom from experience, now do you?
And now most of them are on the edge of failure.
Yeah, but you have people like Mitch in power that think they do have this wisdom and they don't have shit.
Well, it's kind of interesting because we do have two presidential, or three, I guess, if you want to call it that, presidential candidates in their 70s. This is the first time we've had that since, I mean, Trump was the only, I believe, the only president in the past. He might be the only president to be ever be elected at 70 plus.
Yeah, but that's how like desperate they've come for supporters of the system. You have to literally pick from the age pool of people who like can't understand how things could go so horribly wrong. Like our age group is probably likely to like, even if things like turn for the better, never believe it. Shit, we can. If maybe this is the event where they actually get their heads out of their ass and save it and bring up a new system that's like somewhat egalitarian and lasts for like fucking 200 years. You and me would never fucking believe. We'd go the next fucking 60, 70 years, whatever, going into our fucking old age, never goddamn believing that it's actually not gonna fail.
Well, there's a good chance they want it to fail. I mean, if they've played their cards right, they have all their money safe and they don't have to worry about the crash of the economy, etc., and so forth.
I doubt that. These people like power more than they like the money. I figured that out.
Well, they're not going to lose their power.
Yeah, they are, because all of the middle rich people that they depend on for their power are gonna get the shanks out.
Yeah, but I feel like the country is so weak in a general sense that they, even if it got to that point, they would still just cower in the corner and wonder why everything happened.
Well, yeah, of course that's gonna happen.
Right, so they're not going to lose their power.
No, they are. It's gonna be total chaos.
Well, they kind of want that, bro. What do you mean?
You can't have power and exert power unless there's organization.
Believe me, they will not lose their power.
Yeah, well, a lot of them might.
Do you think Mitch is going to lose his power all of a sudden just because of the coronavirus? No, he won't.
No, this is gonna corrupt. No, I don't mean Trump. I'm talking about all.
I said Mitch.
Yeah, well, because the people in my area, my age, fucking hate his guts, dude.
Yeah, but do something about it then. Do something about it.
There's too many old people.
Well, that's changing.
So when this kills them all off, it's gonna be a bunch of people that are even like your brother that are Republicans and racist, and they still fucking hate that guy's guts.
My brother's non-political. He probably couldn't tell you who Mitch McConnell is if I asked him.
That's not my point.
My point is that people have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I didn't say we get for the better. I'm just saying the way it'll go. The real estate market's gonna take a shit.
Yeah, it's a terrible time to buy a house.
Well, what's funny is that this is going to totally reset the order of things, because a lot of countries right now are being bled dry by how high the rent is, and it's going to fucking explode that.
Yeah, of course.
It's literally going to be, and this is the part where like they won't be able to control the rage. Is it landlords? Like this will bring the torches and pitchforks out, and it's going to be pointed directly at those people. They are the first people on the chopping block if we're in the French Revolution.
I might dunk the rest of my chips off so I can take a break.
They are the first ones to go.
Well, I had a good shot. Oh, I got it. Double up.
I'm going to have a few months stay behind.
I mean, like, just to use my my family as an example, they have 2 weeks.
Okay, so they're already behind if they live in San Francisco.
And my mother's husband works at a living old person living. They lose half the people that live there. They might run short on the ability to pay their workers.
Yeah, but that's a few months from now.
Maybe.
Dude, it's gonna be real weird if it gets 28 days later about this ditch.
About what?
About this ditch.
Well, it's not terribly surprising. I mean,
no, that's why I said everyone looks at me like they hate me at work, because I'm saying all this stuff matter-of-factly. Everything's like, duh, you guys.
you are on stream for the record.
I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna make a crazy move here, everyone. I'm just gonna shove because I would like to get some food. I gotta. Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
Who gives a shit?
All right, we're gonna take a live stream break, everybody. We will be back in 20 minutes. I do not have a overlay for that, but I will be back in 20 minutes.
This guy just posted this fucking post of, they covered the elevator buttons in plastic in his apartment. Like, oh, that's so fucking...
I'm pretty sure they sell avocado water at Whole Foods. Mute my mic. No, these people are idiots, man. Complete morons. It's completely obvious what's going to happen. So No, it's not. It's the same type of virus. No, it's not. I know for a fact that it isn't. From where? I've had some pretty intellectual, high up people talk about it. It's not the same shit. It's the same family. It's like saying a fucking zebra is the same when they have different patterns. Sure, same family. Obviously, they're both coronaviruses. Yeah, same shit.